This week, it's all about the bright lights of the big city. Where it's glamorous.
I think it's the best thing you've ever found, ever.
I want to buy it now, please.
Exciting.
Just being with you, Kirstie, I'm a bit short for words.
I don't do that to people, do I, Phil?
Yes.
Expensive.
This flat is about as good as it gets anywhere, but it's £2.5 million.
And you've really got to have your wits about you.
Let me just work that out. OK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
The pressure is on.
She's spending a vast amount of money, and I'm here to try and make sure she does it sensibly.
But it's up to us to deliver.
Welcome.
Wow.
To the penthouse flat. Whether you're struggling to get onto the bottom of the property ladder or leaping straight to the top, buying your first home is never easy.
We're in London, and I'm with a couple who are stretching for that first rung.
And I'm scaling the heights with our youngest ever buyer with our biggest ever budget.
Pretty impressive, Phil.
18-year-old student Clare Winship is in search of her first home with a stellar budget of £1.7 million.
While fellow first-timers Jerry and Aaron are fed up of renting and have £280,000 to find the perfect place to call their own. London is home to over 7 million people, and it's second only to Monte Carlo as the most expensive city in the world in which to buy property.
It's easy to see why both sets of buyers want to find homes here, but there are no easy searches in the capital. For Clare, a prime location is key, and we're after a first-time buy on the south bank of the Thames.
While Jerry and Aaron have a more modest location, but no less modest requirements, north of the city.
Having moved from Oxfordshire, first-year student Clare is loving her newfound independence in the capital, and it means more to her than most. She was born with cerebral palsy and needs round-the-clock care, but that certainly hasn't stopped her enjoying university life.
I've just finished first year, which is doing great fun. A lot of challenges to start with, but I've enjoyed all the new friends and being in London and all the student life that has to offer.
Claire leads quite active social life. She's made a lot of friends on her course.
She doesn't let her disability hold her back at all in any way.
Claire's condition occurred due to complications at birth, and she's recently been awarded financial compensation in a personal injury settlement. The 7-figure payout made Clare a multi-millionaire overnight. It's held in trust and is to last her for the rest of her life.
She's determined to invest her payout wisely and has set aside £1.7 million for a home which will enable her to live as independently as possible.
Lovely. Compton Avenue.
It's really important to me that I'm as independent as I can be. I always need carers, but if I have my own place, I can adapt it and change things and just make it so I can do as much as I can on my own.
She wants to be right in the heart of all that London has to offer, and her search focuses on the South Bank. Being both central and close to the river makes it one of the most expensive places in London to buy.
I'm looking for a property along the Thames, ideally, on the South Bank. But I just love the whole atmosphere along that stretch of the Thames. There's always something happening, always lots to do, lots of people and buzz, and I want to be part of it.
The South Bank has proved to be a good place to buy. Even in the downturn, it held its value better than most, so should tick Clare's investment box. Nevertheless, I'm feeling the pressure of helping a teenage millionaire buy her first home. It's a huge responsibility.
Well, here we are, wonderful day, banks of the Thames.
Yes.
Fantastic spot. And I know this is kind of where you want to be, isn't it? This is
Yes.
the view that you're looking
Right
for.
here would be great, yes. I just want to be able to pop downstairs and walk into some London life, yeah.
Okay. How are you feeling about things? Because I'm very mindful this is quite a daunting thing that you're going through. You haven't had your 19th birthday quite yet.
No.
This is a significant sum of money that you're going to be investing.
I've done a lot in the last 9 months. I've never done before.
Yeah.
And this is important to me. And yeah, I'm up for it.
Good for you. Well, we're not going to find it here,
No, we're not.
so we should make a start.
So Claire obviously needs a good investment, 3 bedrooms for her and her live-in carers, and an easy 20-minute commute to university. She wants to be on the South Bank in a place with a fantastic river view, as well as easy access to shops, restaurants and bars.
She's happy to spend around 1.7 million, but can go considerably higher for the right investment. It may be a lot of money, but it's never easy matching people with property. And in such a competitive area, the extra cash doesn't necessarily make this task any easier.
While you're glamming it up on the South Bank, I'm in more modest, leafy North London with trainee fashion buyer Jerry and her carpenter boyfriend Aaron. And their search has not exactly got off to a flying start.
We started our property search about 6 months ago, but because our property search is quite specific, we found it really hard to find anything that we even wanted to go view, so we've not actually been to see any places yet.
There's one thing making this search very difficult, and it's the other love in Aaron's life.
I love my motorbike. I'm very passionate about them, always have been. I think it's something for the weekend, you know, to sort of relax a bit, get out on it. There's nothing better.
Leaving Aaron's pride and joy out on the street is not a secure enough option, so they need a garden with side access to accommodate it. And on their £280,000 budget, this is like searching for a needle in a haystack.
There's hardly any flats that have side access, so I think we're going to miss out on some lovely properties because of it. Although I'm sure if you sold the motorbike, we could just use that £7,000 as a deposit towards the house. Get you a bicycle instead.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be so happy in life if I sold my motorbike, so I'm quite determined to keep it.
Oh dear, sounds like they're in for a bit of a stern talking to from you-know-who. Go easy, Kirstie.
There are times when people sit here slightly shaky because they know they're about to have the chat. And I say, no, don't be silly, it's not the chat. I'm not like that. But in this case, I am, because we have this huge elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Which is the bike. For example, take your average terrace. In a terrace of 40, 6 or 7 of those properties will have side access. How many of them are going to be on the market and available at the moment at your budget?
We hope one.
Exactly. I know that you have said to Jerry, as long as there's a place for the bike, you can choose the flat.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, because of the bike, all the other requirements are out the window.
We can compromise.
Yes. Yeah.
That has to be the name of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's fine.
But let's wait and see, because I'm not saying that later.
I'm not quite sure your straight talking's done yet, Kirstie.
For £280,000, Jerry and Aaron are after a 1-bedroom flat in North London. They currently rent in Crouch End and love its villagey feel, so this location is top of their wish list. Side access to a garden is a must for Aaron. This is all about the bike for him. The rest is up to Jerry.
We've got 2 sets of first-time buyers with 2 very different searches. I've got 1.7 million to help our youngest ever house hunter find her first home on the banks of the Thames.
Aaron and Jerry's budget of £280,000 is nothing to be sniffed at. But, as we all know, it's bonkers for buyers in the capital. You don't really need to move from this spot, do you, Phil?
Well, this is where she wants to live, somewhere along here would be nice.
Fantasy shopping week for you this week.
I'm really looking forward to it.
So you get acres of square footage in prime locations.
It's going to be fun.
And I get a motorbike.
Oh, well, you love a man with a boy's toy, don't you?
Yeah. I like to, take a hammer to it.
Watch out, Aaron. Kirstie's on the warpath. Clare's preferred search area is on the south side of the Thames, as it has the better views of London's landmarks. But I'm also keen for her to at least see what she could buy on the north side of the river. If she likes it, it would double our options.
This second-floor Chelsea Bridge flat is part of a new development, with the promise of shops and restaurants to come and the buzz of the King's Road just a few minutes away. It's on the market at £1.775 million, but with 3 bedrooms, bags of open-plan living space and an area set to vastly improve, Clare could get a great return on her investment here.
We've got 1,600 square feet here.
Wow.
It's very big, very open.
Very much so.
So no problem with mobility and getting around all of it.
Not at all.
What do you make of the location here?
It is a bit further out than I had thought originally, and it is very quiet at the moment.
Yeah. Let's have a look around.
She's not sold on the location, so the flat will really have to win her round.
And the master bedroom here,
Wow.
with its balcony. I mean, I'm very aware that you wanted a direct river view. This hasn't got it. It's got a water view.
Quite a river, but yes.
I'm clutching at straws a little bit there.
It's what the view represents to me, rather than the view itself. And yeah, it's all people and everything happening down there.
Well, this is 1,775,000.
Yeah.
Quite scary.
It is. Very scary.
But it's quite a lot of flat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Claire's not sounding too convinced, Phil. Perhaps it's the shock of what you don't get for nearly £1.8 million.
So there we have it. How did I do with the first one?
Without a view, which isn't the end of the world, but without that, it's just a bit more.
OK.
I would spend probably, given what's here.
Spend it, but you'd want everything.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
The flat may be a smart investment, but at this price, Clare wants it all. And I've still got a long way to go if I'm going to crack this search.
Wow. I'm really feeling the pressure to get this right for Clare. It's a big responsibility. I think that was a fair start, but there's certainly room for improvement yet.
There certainly is. And being on the right side of the river would be good for a kick-off.
We're in London. Few cities have as much to offer as this one. And we've got 2 sets of mustard-keen buyers.
London may be spicy, but it's also pricey. Will our buyers find it too hot to handle?
In North London, first-time buyers Jerry and Aaron are desperate to leave their renting years behind and find a home to put their stamp on.
But with Aaron's motorbike dictating their need for a garden flat with side entrance, things are proving a little tricky.
With the search so restricted to end terrace garden flats, the majority of properties within budget are ruled out. So it's quite frankly a miracle we've come up trumps with this quirky one-bed. It's a fantastic find in Crouch End, their top location. It's got the all-important side access for Aaron's motorbike and a great-sized south-facing garden. The living space has potential, and although it's £5,000 above budget at £285,000, I'm confident we could bring it in under that.
So,
Yeah, I like the
street gets a thumbs up.
for
Really
sure.
like it. Really,
Right.
really like it.
Well, as you see, side access. So we're just going to sally out the side because we know the flat's not important. So, bike could live here.
Yeah.
If you got rid of these steps,
Yeah.
it would be a perfect place for it.
Yeah, I like this side access a lot. You could easily get a bike up there.
Just the small matter of seeing the flat now.
So, bit of an odd-shaped sitting room.
I mean, apart from being dark though, it could definitely be homely.
Like, I like the layout of the room. I like that it's quite quirky.
Jerry and Aaron are keen to keep an open mind, which is encouraging as the small basement kitchen is the trade-off here.
It's not bad.
It's all right. It's a bit strange.
I get the feeling that the kitchen's put you right off. You've lost your other room.
Yeah, slightly. Don't love the kitchen. And I think my kitchen is quite important to me.
Go and have a look at the bedroom and see what you think.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh dear, Aaron's happy with the side access, but he's got a lot of convincing to do if he's going to get Jerry on board with this flat.
Compared to what we're used to just now,
Yeah.
this would be the smallest bedroom I've ever had.
But you can have it as a bedroom, can't you? You would accept it, eh?
Yeah, I think I could.
So it's an option.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, but it's all about compromising, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is all about compromise, just as long as that compromise has nothing to do with the bike.
At least it's got a window though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it does, Aaron. But if those bars weren't there, I think Jerry would be getting ready to jump.
I love the garden. It's the size of the bedroom, I think.
And obviously that kitchen's a little bit small.
Let's go and see the other things. Bearing in mind that's the first thing you've seen, and let's see what compares to that.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Follow the cat.
Follow the cat.
Well, I did warn them that solving the side entrance issue would mean a compromise on the living space, and that doesn't seem to be hitting home quite yet.
My gamble north of the river hasn't paid off. Claire's using part of a 7-figure personal injury settlement to fund her purchase. It might be our biggest budget to date, but it's not all plain sailing, and I'm drafting in Kirstie for the afternoon to help me out.
North is that side.
I know.
South is that side.
I did say help, Kirstie. A Thames river view appears to be key, and so you'll be glad to hear that we're moving back to Clare's preferred south side to achieve it.
So where were you this morning?
We were on the north.
What did Claire request?
The south.
Yeah, thank you. So that counts as not listening.
Well, I know you wanted to be on the south, so we're coming to have a look at the flat in there.
Wow.
And you're familiar with it?
I know, I have seen it. And actually, yeah, I love the atmosphere. Lots of bars and restaurants and music.
So first impression's good.
Great, definitely.
We're in Vauxhall on the western boundary of the search area, and at £1.75 million, this 3-bed apartment offers everything Clare wants.
The bedrooms are smaller than in the Chelsea Bridge flat, but that's the price you pay for being right on the riverbank and close to all the action.
Wow.
Up on the 13th floor, full river frontage. It is a wow space.
It's silly to walk in here and sort of pretend that we're viewing a normal flat.
no,
we're not
no,
viewing a
not
normal
at all.
flat. What's the thing that stands out?
For me, it's his face. And it's a great view out there, yeah. And it's so light and airy and modern.
This is a great flat, but all flats in this price range are going to be impressive, and I'm keen to root out what's most important to Clare in this search.
Would you say your principal concern is finding somewhere which delivers the greatest amount of independence?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, investment is a second to that.
Right.
Definitely. It's my life. It's not about money all the time. Yeah, of course I have to consider that to the future, but I want to enjoy it.
So independence is more important than investment for Clare, but we can't let either out of our sight.
It is extraordinary how adamant she is about the independence. And obviously that is a huge, huge part of this. This is who I am. This is the money that is my compensation.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to spend it.
This is my future. I'm going to look after myself.
Yeah.
Easy navigation is a key part of Clare's independence.
Is it good enough?
Obviously, the location here is much better than the last property. The bedrooms are a bit small, but I think with that, it's about compromise.
I've said it for years, but this really illustrates it. There are compromises with every budget.
Well, not the gold star quite yet.
No.
For our other first-timers, Jerry and Aaron, it's off to see another garden flat. But we've shown them the only place we can find in Crouch End with side access, so I'm changing tack.
With its shops, bars and delis, Kentishtown is a popular place. Jerry and Aaron know and like the area, but it's 2 miles closer to London's city centre, which unsurprisingly means a hike in price. At just under £300,000, this one bed is 20 grand above their top spend. but it has that crucial side access, as well as offering a more traditional layout than the flat in Crouch End.
It's also a private sale, and if they like it, there may be a deal to be done.
Hello, I'm Phil.
Hello, nice to meet you, Phil.
Very nice to meet you.
Hi, nice
Jerry.
to meet you.
Phil has a scooter.
Yeah, I've
Oh, we
seen
can
that.
sympathise.
Yes,
We
yeah.
can sympathise.
That's why I brought him along. Fellow bikers.
I don't know if that's the same.
2 wheels, bike. 2 wheels and an engine, motorbike.
So, as you see, different.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, I like this. I like this.
What do you like about it?
This room alone has got a nice living room feel to it.
I like it more than the other one.
Yeah, so do
Just
I.
because of the light,
Yeah.
and I like the location as well.
Come on, Aaron, we'll have a look out the back, talk about bikes and things.
Clearly Phil's here to work.
Well, see what you get out the back here, Aaron. Little patio area,
Yeah.
bit of fresh air.
I think he would let me have the final say, but it's still a joint decision.
Yeah.
I'll still obviously take whatever he says and we'll decide together.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the girls gave you a bit of a hard time yesterday. I know what Kirstie's like when it comes to men and their toys.
I felt like Kirstie, not the girls, but Kirstie laid it on thick. Jerry was quite fine, though I think that Jerry was maybe feeling that I was asking for too much because Kirstie laid it on so thick.
Not that I'm trying to create friction between
No.
you and your partner. I think you're being a saint.
Thank you.
My take is, it is achievable. Here we are.
Yeah.
It's achievable. It's possible. But you restrict the numbers of things that you can even consider to such an extent. When you find one, you've got to just take it.
I accept that, and
Will Jerry accept that?
I think she will. I think she will.
I hope she will.
Unless she's telling Kirstie something else in there, like the boyfriend could go on the bike.
Do you think Aaron meant it when he said, if we can accommodate the bike, the rest is up to you?
He better.
We better save your arse quickly.
Yeah, all right then.
This flat seems to be scoring highly, but it's going to take every penny of their £280,000 budget to keep Jerry, Aaron and the bike happy.
Aaron loves it. You've got this in the bag.
Yeah. I knew it.
What?
And you've been eating their chocolate eclairs.
Kirstie, did you put that in my pocket?
They have a bowl of chocolate eclair sweets in their sitting room, and you've been eating them.
Put those in my pocket.
I can't believe that. I have not. Get off.
Oh. This is a better size.
Yeah, I like this. For sure. This is a nice size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aaron said to me he was worried that you might be talking to her into ditching the boyfriend and the bike.
Really?
Yeah.
He's rather sweet about it. He did say if push comes to shove, the bike would go before she did.
Let me just work that out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, gang, what's it to be?
Yeah, really like this one.
Yeah,
I could
like it,
see us
yeah.
living here. Definitely.
It was nice to have Phil's support, wasn't it?
For sure.
Aaron speaks up about that.
Yeah.
Come again.
It's
quickly,
for
Phil.
sure a Dundee thing, Aaron, because you do say that quite a lot.
For sure.
For sure.
I don't know, it's maybe just being with you, Kirstie, I'm a bit short for words.
I don't do that to people, do I, Phil?
Yes.
OK, so it is 20,000 over budget, but it doesn't seem to have left Jerry short of words. For sure.
This week we're in London and I'm on the glamorous South Bank with our biggest budget ever.
While I'm in North London trying to find Jerry and Aaron a home fit for a motorbike. It's one thing being impressed by a property worth millions, but another thing to feel committed enough to buy it. Clare recently received a 7-figure personal injury settlement, and she's set aside part of it to fund the purchase. It's a huge decision, and so far neither flat has been convincing enough.
I'm pinning my hopes on this 3-bedroom penthouse in the middle of Clare's search area, close to Borough High Street. The river view scored highly at the second property, so it's a huge risk to now move away from the banks of the Thames, but you'd be hard-pushed to miss any of London's landmarks from this fantastic roof terrace.
It's on at £1.75 million, and at 2,100 square feet, it's far bigger than anything else we've seen, providing plenty of open space for Clare to get around easily.
Welcome.
Wow.
To the penthouse flat.
Look at all these windows.
Look at that view, look at that terrace.
Wow, look at all that.
You really do get a sense of the city. You can't see the river, but you've replaced boats with people and activity and action.
It is properly 360 degrees.
It is, you see every part of London.
I mean, this terrace is just...
Yeah, perfect.
It all seems very positive and gleeful.
Yes, I want to buy it now. Please.
Claire loves this place, and I don't blame her. It's fantastic.
But any teenager will be bowled over by a party flat like this, so I need to be doubly sure this is right for her.
She's going to do what she wants to do.
It's nothing to do with her wheelchair and her conditions. In fact, she's 18. She's spending a vast amount of money, and I'm here to try and make sure she does it sensibly.
Yeah, well, she's sensibly enough called on you. It's a great find, Phil. I think it's the best thing you've ever found, ever.
Well, I just want it to be right.
It is right. It is right. It's a happy flat.
Looking at this kind of budget, we're able to show you very nice flats.
Yes.
But how are you feeling about actually laying down that kind of cash?
Yes, it is a hell of a lot of money, but then my situation is a bit different. And if that's what it costs for me to have the home that I want and that's accessible enough, then that's fine.
That's what it costs?
Yeah.
You see, Phil, no need for all that worry after all.
I think I can safely leave you now, having got Phil back onto the right track.
Yes.
Blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, yeah. Right.
Come on, then.
And while Claire is in Phil's now very capable hands, I'm off to North London, where things were feeling more settled after a positive viewing in Kentishtown. But I'm about to throw the cat amongst the pigeons.
This one-bed flat in Alexandra Palace doesn't have side access, but we've exhausted our options as far as that goes. It does have space at the front, which could be made more secure for Aaron's bike.
It's just 2 miles north of their beloved Crouch End, and it has bags of character, spacious rooms and a garden bigger than anything else we've seen so far. I just have to show them it.
Right. So...
I knew you would do this to us.
No, I'm not doing anything. It's my job to show you what's out there.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, no. It's not a bad thing. All I'm doing is saying, if you change a couple of the criteria, okay, big criteria, you do see very different things.
I think it's safe to say it, Kirstie. Spanner and works.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
I like it a lot. It's more like a house now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Rather than a dingy flat.
They'd be crazy not to love this flat, but I can't help feeling there's a two-wheeled niggle at the back of Aaron's mind.
What do you think, Jerry?
I really love it. It's like a proper grown-up's house.
It is. You're just getting so much more, in this space. Is it a stumbling block?
I don't know what to do.
I know he thinks I did the side access thing deliberately, but I didn't. I really, really, really wanted to accommodate that wretched motorbike. I promise I did.
I don't actually like being the bad guy.
Oh, but you do it so well.
It's not them falling head over heels and going, oh, it's so much bigger, let's take it. The side access was very important all along, and it still is now.
But you've got space at the front that you could put a bike
The bike safe, yeah, but don't get me wrong. We've been shown another property that's a lot bigger, but we knew it was going to be a lot bigger because we're further out.
Yeah.
So, it's up to you.
Well, Aaron did say the side access would be the deal breaker for him, and it looks like he's a man true to his word. But Jerry's fallen for this place, and it seems they have a lot to discuss.
While Kirstie causes confusion in North London, I'm still flying high on the success of the penthouse viewing and feeling confident enough to play a wild card. We're moving to the easterly point of Clare's search area in Shad Thames. This 3-bedroom warehouse conversion cleverly mixes character with a more contemporary feel. And as for the river view, well, it doesn't get any better than this.
It's quite literally a stone's throw from Tower Bridge, which is why it has an asking price of a cool £2.5 million.
Claire's always said for the right investment, she's open to increasing the budget. Properties along this stretch of the Thames never go out of fashion, and long-term, a view like this is bound to underpin value. But what will Clare make of it?
Well, here we are.
Wow, again.
They're all going to be wow, Claire.
I know.
£2.5 million buys just under 1,700 square feet. here.
Right.
Direct river frontage.
Very direct.
It is very, very cool.
Wow, that is some view.
One of the most, if not the most, famous bridges in the entire world on your doorstep. How does it compare with the view from where we've been?
Well, you can't really top this, can you? So, yeah, with a view, this is just perfect. Completely.
I think we might have another contender. And there was me thinking you had it all sewn up, Phil.
As all these things, boils down to money.
Yeah.
And whether you feel it necessary to spend £2.5 million quid.
Yeah, yeah.
Or whether you're happy with what you've seen already.
Quite a lot of think about. Yeah.
Well, that is the first time that I've seen Claire a bit flustered. And I haven't taken it too far. This is a terrific flat. This flat is about as good as it gets anywhere, in my opinion, along the banks of the Thames. But it's £2.5 million quid, and that might be a step too far.
Oh, Phil, you don't make it easy on yourself, do you? And it looks like Claire has a lot to think about overnight. It's a new day in North London, and Jerry and Aaron are trying to resolve their bike or budget quandary. They've opted to revisit the flat that makes everyone equally happy, including the bike, in Kentishtown.
But it looks like their budget may be the thing to give if this flat feels just as good the second time around.
Right, so, cloudy day. Admittedly, it's summer, but still this room is not dark.
No.
No.
And it's really quiet. Yeah.
Do you like it, Jerry?
Yeah, still really like it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. I think this is a place.
You think this is the one? So Alexandra Palace is out of the picture now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
You're both grinning like Cheshire Cats.
I'm just really excited.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Looks like I'm onto a winner, and if they like the garden in this weather, it's a sure thing.
You both seem ecstatic.
I am.
Okie doke. I'm going to go in. I'm going to leave you here, okay?
Okay.
You can walk around for another 10 minutes looking like, you know, blissed up lunatics. And then we have to go somewhere because the hard stuff starts, okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
On the South Bank, Claire's decided she'd like to have a second look around the penthouse in Borough. Even the best river view in London couldn't match this.
Since a river view was top of Claire's wish list, it was a gamble to show her this flat in the first place, but Phil's maverick ways seem to have paid off.
Well, here we are again, Claire.
Here we are again.
I tell you, I wasn't surprised to be back here.
No? Didn't think it would do, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think of most family dream flat, really. As it turns out, it's not like the river.
Yeah.
But for me, that's not what matters anymore, you know.
So Claire's realised a cityscape can be just as stunning as a river view. But it's not a done deal yet, as she wants her occupational therapist's opinion on the practicalities of living here.
Right.
So is this the master bedroom?
This is currently, yes.
Well, Claire's quite obviously smitten with this place. To be perfectly honest, so am I. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for her. I just have to hope that her occupational therapist thinks she can make it work. But then again, Claire's already instructed me that I must bully her therapist into making it work.
OK, my ideal thought would be to really take this wall out.
Right.
And knock it into a really large second bedroom,
Yes.
if you like. You've got then no problems with your turning space.
No. There we go.
Well, I can't tell who's smiling more.
I know.
Is this all right? Are we OK?
Yeah.
Yes, it certainly has the wow factor, doesn't it?
does.
But I think from the wow factor, you still can look at it practically. And the good thing about it is you actually have the ability to change the space to suit Claire.
Well,
No problem.
I'm relieved.
Yes.
I am relieved. I'm more relieved than you. Sounds like we've got a bit of negotiations on them.
We have.
So we will vacate the premises
Okay.
Lovely.
and find somewhere comfy.
After you.
Sounds good.
Whilst it may not have been what we set out to find at the start, this flat has turned out to be everything Claire both wants and needs. Now it's down to me to get it for her.
Well, we started on the South Bank.
We did.
Let's hope we can finish it here on the South Bank. You love it.
I do. I really love it. It's as perfect as it can be.
Okay.
It's just wonderful.
It's on at £1.75 million.
Yeah.
We've spoken to 6 or 7 of the local agents about
Right.
prices, comparable prices, likely prices. The flat next door has just sold at £768 per square foot. That's sold for
Right.
1.45. The flat that we're looking at is a better flat.
Yeah.
It's a bigger flat, it's a better flat, it's got much better views, and its terrace is 3 or 4 times as big. My suggestion is that we open negotiations at £1,600,000. I think that's likely to be declined. I think he'll want more than that. What's your take on that approach?
To be honest, I had hoped we were going a bit lower, but given what you just said about the square footage and well, I can completely see why it's not, not appropriate. You're an expert, I have to go by what you say.
1.6.
1.6.
Let's have a go. Sean, very good afternoon. It's Phil Spencer here. Ringing about the flat you've been helping us with. It's been awkward to try and justify the 1.75, but I do have an offer, and the offer that she'd like to make is for 1.6 million. OK, many thanks. Bye-bye. Well, the die is cast.
I don't think it'll be.
But that's no problem. We're at the table. We're talking numbers. We're being serious.
Okay.
It's never easy buying your first home, and unfortunately, I've just discovered that Jerry and Aaron have made a big rookie mistake.
OK, so I was just having a chat with Jerry and Aaron and going through all the facts and figures and explaining to them how everything works. And I wrote down all the costs involved at buying the house for 280, which is their budget. It transpires that they thought they could borrow the stamp duty from the mortgage company. Well, you can't borrow stamp duty from mortgage companies. They will only lend the purchase price of the property. So now we're in a situation where 280 is no longer their budget.
It's a cruel blow, and with stamp duty on this flat coming in at 3%, that leaves them just under £8,500 short. We may have found them their dream flat, but it's now looking even less likely it will become their first home.
In North London, Jerry and Aaron have been scraping together some extra cash, but they've got a long way to go. The flat is on at just under 300,000, and we were going to chance our arm at 280. Now even that is looking unlikely. We've all had a deep breath. Can you find some extra money from anywhere?
Yeah, we can find a bit, but we can't find enough to get 280.
So where can you get to?
We think it would be around the figure of, we can borrow, 276 we can go for.
Well, then all we can do is ring up the vendor and be completely frank. We know you want that flat. We know it's a good flat. We know it would have been a miracle to get it for 280. It will be a miracle and a half to get it for 276.
Yeah.
But
Miracles do happen.
miracles do happen occasionally. So you're happy for me to do that now at 276,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a private sale, so at least I'm dealing directly with the vendor. Hello, is that Joffy? Hi, it's Kirstie, Allsopp. We came to see your flat this morning. Our intention, half an hour ago, was to ring you with an offer of £280,000. But I am now only in a position to make an offer of £276,000 and not 280. They realise that they're making a low offer financially, and they want to boost their attractiveness to you as buyers by being entirely flexible, so you wouldn't necessarily had to move into rented because, yeah, I know, I fully understand that. Okay, thanks, Joffy, bye.
So what's he saying?
He said, I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I don't think we can afford to sell it for that. He won't come back to us this evening, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, this is quite a difficult moment.
It is not a no. Okay? You're going to have to sit it out, Jerry. And Aaron. Both of you are going to have to sit it out.
Yeah, okay.
They are still in with a chance, but it's a tough lesson to learn.
Waiting is the name of the game on the South Bank too, and after our low bid of 1.6 million, 150,000 beneath the asking price, I'm waiting for the agent to call back with a counter-offer.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Sean. Yeah, I'm good. Any news? Yeah. We've got it. Thanks, Sean.
You got it.
Shawnee there. She's over the moon. Thank you very much indeed. Terrific. Delighted. Cheers.
Good.
1.6.
Wow.
What a deal.
What a deal.
What a flat.
I'm speechless.
So am I.
I have that.
Bartender, we'll have another couple of drinks, please.
With an incredible £150,000 saved off the asking price, I think you can afford more than one.
As expected, there's no miracle for Jerry and Aaron, and their offer is refused. However, after discussing it with their families, they decide to push the budget from £276,000 to £287,500, and that is accepted. But we were after a miracle, and we get one when a property in Crouch End comes onto the market at the cheaper price of £270,000.
Jerry found a property online that we went to have a look at, and
They made an offer the next day.
we made an offer the next day, and yeah, it all worked out perfectly, didn't it, Jerry?
Yeah. And we're due to exchange early next week.
They're not quite in yet, but it's got 2 bedrooms and the side access for the bike, and we're over the moon for them.
Well, we're really looking forward to getting into the new place, aren't we?
Yeah.
Good to have somewhere that's our own.
Easy for the bike to get it in, to get it out, and no problem.
So that's Jerry, Aaron and the bike all ready for their happy home in Crouch End. It's been a couple of months since I agreed the deal for Claire, and now she's back to see what will soon be her new home.
Well, when I got a place, I was just ecstatic. I never thought they'd accept that first offer. And when they did, I just went into shock. It took a while to see it in really. It was actually going to be mine. Yeah, it was unreal.
And Claire's not hanging about. She's brought in an architect to model the flat for her needs and her very classy style. Bespoke bathrooms, huge wardrobes and all the latest gadgets.
Your plasma TV's over there, and I think your dining would be just behind.
Well, we're up to the stage in the process where I'm hopefully exchanging contracts in the next couple of days and then completing, hopefully, by the start of September.
We just need to check on the landlord whether that's permissible
Yes.
in planning.
The process does seem to be taking forever, but, yeah, I guess it has to be done and I just got to try and be patient.
Well, she may have to wait for move-in day, but at least she doesn't have to wait to show this place off.
So, follow me in. So this is the living area.
Wow.
And kitchen.
Big.
Just big.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And the best bits are outside.
It's beautiful. We can see some poles. I'm talking to you. I can see some poles here. She's got a space, and that's exactly what she needs. To feel comfortable in her house, that's going to be her place. So I think she's going to be absolutely happy here. I'm glad. Very glad. Yes! Happiness to you in your new place.
Thank you.
So she's achieved her dream, a perfect penthouse in the perfect part of town.
Cheers.
She thought she wanted a river view, but in the end, who wouldn't be delighted with such an iconic skyline?
It definitely still feels like the right choice. I mean, if I come back here, it just feels like I'm coming home. And that's a great feeling to have. I can't imagine being anywhere else, really.